back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting into this hair and some makeup. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just make sure to keep on watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel before we get started and hit that little notification bell that way you get notified anytime that I make a new upload. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just make sure to go ahead and keep on watching. As always, we are going to be starting off with hair because that's just how we roll around here. It goes hair, makeup, and then outfit. That's how I do it. I don't know how you do it, but that's how I do it. We are working with a new wig from Unice Hair Company. Shout out to them for sponsoring this video. They sent over this super cute headband wig, so we're just gonna do everything that we need to do first to get ready to install it. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and start slicking this hair back because I want some, you know, swoop-de-swoop, swoop, swoop edges. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure to like slick your hair back using some edge control. Any edge control works just fine. I'm using this edge control along with a little bit of hair gel from Beaaute. I like using a mixture of the two just to get like a really nice hold on my edges, because if I just use edge control, then it's gonna like lift up, and sometimes if I'm like out in the humidity or in the hot sun, then you know my forehead gets like all oily and stuff. So having like a balance of the two, the edge control and the hair gel, just kind of like makes it last a whole lot longer. I'm going to use those two particular products to get these edges together and slick everything else back. So now it's time to install this headband wig. As I mentioned before, it's from Unice Hair Company. I'm gonna leave all of the information for it down below in the description box. I have been loving these types of wigs. Don't get me wrong. I love a good lace front still. We still stand like lace front wigs, but I am happy that we are kind of like transitioning into like more natural hairstyles. I've been wearing my natural hair out a lot. If you guys didn't know, I relaxed my hair a few months ago. I've been styling my natural hair more often now that it is relaxed because it's so much easier to style. So having like these like super easy like wig installs is definitely like a vibe for me right now. Like I feel like for me, I still like to have like, you know, my hair protected and stuff like that underneath wigs. So I think like these headband wigs, like the V-part wigs, are like all really amazing options to keep your hair protected while also, you know, going with like a wig option. Loving this headband wig though. The curl pattern is so cute. It's like this super like water wavy, giving like, you know, mermaid vibes. Let me stop. But I'm loving the curl pattern. It's just like a really pretty like water wave type of situation. I'm going to use a little bit of water in this hair to kind of like activate the waves first. They were already kind of defined beforehand, but I wanted to like define them a little bit more with some product. So having a little bit of water to, you know, on the hair first is just going to make the products distribute throughout the hair a lot easier. So I'm doing a little bit of water first, and then I'll go in with the Iso Plus olive oil foam to define these curls or these waves a little bit more. I'm only using a small amount, like a little bit of this goes a very long way, but it just kind of gives the curls a little bit of extra definition, a little bit of extra body once everything is dry. I've been loving this Iso Plus like foam for curly hair styles. So that's pretty much the hair. Super easy, really simple. That's why we stand headband wigs around here. It's just like a really, really quick way to get like a super cute hairstyle without having to do too much. It's a little bit of edges, a little bit of styling product, and you're all done. But as always, if you have any questions about the hair, just make sure to check the description box. I'm going to leave all of the information for this particular wig in the description box. And thank you again to Unice Hair Company for sponsoring today's video. So now that we're all done with the hair, let's go ahead and move into this makeup look. look that we're doing today for the makeup is really, really simple, like very simple. really easy. Look, I know you guys have been like, where are all the dramatic looks and stuff like that, but honestly, soft glam has been like a really nice, like different alternative. Like I still feel very pretty and very glam, but it's, you know, less time consuming for sure. But I still get to play with makeup and enjoy the process. So first things first, we are gonna go in with primer. I use the One Size Beauty Secure the Blur primer. This is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I don't remember the shade name exactly, but I will make sure to put it in the description box for you. I'm not sure if it was like the new lighting setup or what, but when I was blending it in, I was real nervous, looking real questionable there. But I just kind of decided to kind of stick with it and just, you know, keep pushing, trust the process. You know, it's all you can really do in these types of moments unless you want to start over. And, you know, I wasn't really in the mood to do all that. So once I've got the foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and move into cream contour. I am using the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour in shade Deep 1. I just dabbed a little bit of product onto the forehead and the cheekbones using my fingers, and then I'm going to blend that in using a sponge. I'm then going to add my concealer. The concealer that I'm using is from NARS. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Sucre d'Orge, and I'm going to use that on all of the areas that I want to bring brightness into the face. So the under eyes, I like to go now like on the inner corners of the eyes because I have like a lot of darkness there and like a lot of shadow and stuff. So just like brighten that particular area up. I'm going to add some on the outer corner of the eyes, a little on the forehead, the sides of the nose, and the sides of the mouth, blending everything in with a brush first, then smoothing everything out using a sponge. For blush, I like to use a liquid one first, and then I'll go in with my powder later on. I'm using one from Rare Beauty. I'm actually mixing two shades together. One is more of like a mauvey pink type of color, and then one is like a much brighter, like hot pink type of shade. I'm gonna apply that on to the apples of the cheeks, make sure to blend it into the cheekbones where we applied our cream contour. I've come to the conclusion that the key to a great skin look is blending. Just blending. You'd think that after all of the years of like doing makeup, I'd have this particular like step down, but there's still times where I could blend better. If I spent a little bit more time blending, everything would look like more put together and stuff like that. So it just goes to show that there's always room for improvement no matter how advanced you are in this process when it comes to makeup. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set with powder after my blush. I use the One Size Beauty setting powder, the translucent shade, and apply that on the under eyes and basically all the areas that I applied concealer. I'm then going to go in with a little bit of powder foundation from Huda Beauty. This is from the Glowish line in shade number 9. I'm not using a whole bunch. I like to add a little bit of color after using a translucent powder because sometimes I find that the translucent powder leaves like a slight white cast, like nothing too crazy, but sometimes I can kind of tell that it's there. I'm also going to be using the same powder foundation to bronze. I switched over to number 11, and I'm gonna add that onto all the areas that I typically add my bronzer, so the forehead as well as the cheekbones and a little bit on the nose. I'm then gonna switch over to my second powder for the under eyes. This is the Jordana Tisha Brighten and Set, or is it Set and Brighten? It's a duo powder set. It has two different powders, one to brighten, one to set, but I'm gonna be using like the loose powder on the bottom. We're gonna use that to bake. Oh, I love baking. It's like one of my favorite steps about doing my makeup. Like I feel like so cute. I don't know why. So now that our bake is done, I'm gonna go ahead and move into powder blush. I'm using this one from Beauty Bay. Such a cute like pinky blush. Once I've got my blush down, then I'll go ahead and wipe away all of the excess powder on the under eyes and just kind of leave the bake going on the bridge of the nose. I'm I'm filling my brows today using a brow pomade from Benefit Cosmetics. This is their Pomade in shade number 5. I have been loving this stuff. It's so awesome. I've been definitely preferring like more of like a sculpted brow right now. So brow pomades have been the move because I can get like really clean lines, but I can also create like little faux brow hairs and stuff using like a really good brush. So yeah, these little brow pomades from Benefit have been really great. Once I have the brows filled in, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer, just a very little bit, and sculpt the shape out, perfect them, just kind of make them look all nice and pretty. And now it's time for the eyes. I went ahead and did one eye off camera. I'm priming the eyes first using the Be Perfect Prime eyeshadow primer because what else is new? This is my go-to primer. When it comes to eyeshadow primer, if it, works, I just kind of stick with it. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and work on some eyeshadow now. I'm using the Kaleidos Makeup Escape Pod palette for a lot of the colors that I'm gonna be using for this eyeshadow look. This look, I wanted it to be like very lavender, very soft, like it's very spring, very like soft and fresh, and it's very cute. The main technique that I wanted to share for this particular eye look is like this little card placement that you see me doing on the outer corner. I picked this up from Painted by Spencer. You guys know how much I love Spencer's work. He's amazing. It's not a technique that's like, new to makeup artistry. I've seen other people do it before. Maybe because Spencer makes it look so like easy, I feel kind of like empowered to try it. But yeah, that's kind of like the main point that I wanted to share about this particular eye look though, is like the technique that I'm using because it's very different than what I normally do for my eyes. And I love it. It gives you like this really clean eyeshadow look with very minimal work. So a majority of the shadows that I use are from that Kaleidos Makeup Escape Pod palettes, as well as this little mini palette from Beauty Bay. Used a lot of different like purpley tones and lavenders, a nice bright inner corner using like an off-white shade, of course like a beige on the waterline, loads of mascara on the lashes, and a really cute winged strip lash from the beauty supply store. Very easy, very quick, very simple, very spring, and I'm here for it. It's like loving like these soft glam looks. They're my favorite. I did add a little bit of highlighter to the nose, of course. I'm pretty sure I used the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in shade Oh Darling. And then for the lips, I lined first using the NYX Cosmetics Slide On Glide On Lip Pencil in shade Intimidate, one of my favorites. Such a good lip liner if you're looking for like something neutral to go with like all of your nude neutral lip looks. This one in particular is a really good one. So it kind of like uses like a base for those lip looks. And then I'm gonna add my lip color. I'm using the Kaleidos Makeup Cloud Lab Lip Clay in shades, what color is this again? Skinship, yes. It came out with their Nostalgia collection and I've been loving this color. The Kaleidos Makeup Lip Clays are bomb. If you haven't tried them yet, I highly recommend. Very comfortable. Then for a little bit of extra contour on the lips, I'm going to be using a darker lip liner. This is actually an eyeliner from LA Girl Cosmetics. It's their Precision Eyeliner in shade Brown, but I like to use it as a lip liner because I can. and I will. I'm just kidding, let me stop. Finishing up this look with a little bit of setting spray. I'm using my favorite from Benefits, their Professional Super Setter setting spray. It's amazing, just makes the skin look super flawless. And then I'll just kind of touch up using a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. That completes this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's hair and makeup tutorial. Super easy, super cute. We're rolling into the springtime, so I hope this is a really fun, inspirational look for you for the spring. Definitely let me know what you think of this new lighting situation too. As always, thank you so much for watching. Sending lots of love to you, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.